Hey guys, what's up? It's Kathy and I'm back with another process video. And this one was inspired by a product that I got from Paper Issues. I'd made a little purchase a little while ago, and I got some of the Valentine's Day stuff as well as from Crepe Paper, as well as their Hooray and some other products, just like random stuff that I liked. But I bought the chipboard because, as I've mentioned before in other videos, one of my favorite products that I always want to buy is chipboard. And I showed you I kind of pointed it out. There was this picture of a boy and a girl, and the girl had blue hair, and I just happened to have this picture, and it has nothing to do with Valentine's Day. We're actually out picking apples with our friends and our kids. And this was during a time where I did have blue hair. So I thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to use that cute little chipboard kind of picture. And, you know, this is a very literal interpretation of using that chipboard piece. And it's not something I would normally do, like have to scrapbook so literally, but I just thought it was really cute and kind of fitted it perfectly. And I don't know, just it had blue hair. I have blue hair at the time. So anyway, I thought I had a good picture of my husband and I, but it turns out no. I have a selfie that's not half bad, and then this picture where I tried to take a nice picture of us and he decided to like eat my hair, because heaven forbid he take a nice picture with me. So that's why I'm all staring at the camera looking all nice, because I had no idea he was doing that at the time. So this kind of set a tone for the layout, that it could be kind of lighthearted and whimsical, and it was going to be about love anyway, but I mean the title was going to be a bit more expressing, you know, how he's a goof and you know, loving him anyway, that kind of thing. So I had mentioned in a previous video that I was getting really inspired by going through Pinterest and seeing a whole bunch of older layouts from a couple of years ago, like somewhere around 2013 to 2015 maybe, or 2011 to 2015, that kind of stuff. Like older Maggie Home stuff and everything like that. And I have some older products, and since they're all kind of from the same company, they fit together really well. There's like a vintage feel to them, and I had kind of manipulated the photo a little bit with the colors just to brighten them up and give it a bit of a vintage feel. And I put a black border around the photo to make it kind of just seem even that much more like retro. So I just thought using these papers would be great. The small ones I plucked out of my small paper stash, where I keep stuff that I would use for like cards or backing cut file, or doing something like what I'm doing right now, which is layering. And originally I was going to do these huge layers, and then I realized the chipboard piece that I wanted to use, it's quite large. And in order to still be able to like fit in a title and everything like that, I decided to shrink down my layers. So as you can see, there was like a camera paper, and I ended up shrinking that down so to the point where you can't see that there's cameras, but you can see the colors behind it, and it really brings out that blue again. And it also brings out some teal and pink, and those colors are all very prominent in the photo. So this was a great way to do it. I was really inspired to use that black and white kind of chevron one. That was kind of a jumping off point for this, between the chipboard piece and that piece of paper. That's kind of that was how it was all revolving around in my mind, was those two pieces. And I decided to grab in some of those old acetate frames that used to be really popular. And I still have a few. I bought like 2 packs of them when Michaels had them. They had like some kind, like their own brand, and they had cool ones. And then whenever I would see them online and be able to order them, I would, and of course they don't really make them anymore, but I think they're great layering pieces. I love layering them behind stuff. I love layering them over top, everything. And I found this one that said love and it had yellow, and I really wanted to bring in some yellow. So I thought this was a great way to do it. I'm going to use that little Love Us little one, and it's going to be more layering as well. So I'm not putting it in front of a photo or anything like that, though. I mean, if you had them, you still could, and I have done that. It's just, I know most people were using them as a layering piece, so that's what I'm going to end up using mine for. So I don't really have a direction when it comes to this layout, except that I'm just enjoying kind of just seeing where everything may look the best, which is, you know, it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of what we do as scrapbookers is we just kind of place things around and hum and haw and see where the best spot is for what we've got. So that's pretty much what I'm doing at this point. And I did originally put it on the left hand side and then decide to put it down and kind of make a vertical column of chipboard and different pieces on that side so that I could focus. There's a cat coming to meow at me. I know. Shh, shh, stop meowing. So there's a vertical column on the left hand side that is going to be the title and everything, and then the right hand side is going to focus a lot more on all the decorations and all the pretty stuff. And I'm going through my ephemera packs, and I have some Valentine's Day stuff, and what I'm doing is, it's not a Valentine's Day photo, but because it's a photo about us and everything, then this is like that great opportunity, more cats, that great opportunity, shh, okay, that great opportunity to kind of get in, get even more use out of your Valentine's Day stuff, because I don't really get a chance to take photos on Valentine's Day. I want to, but I never do get to because it's usually a school day. So like 1 or 2 times I've done little photo shoots with the kids, and that's been about it. And that's all I've really gotten to do. So there's a great opportunity for me to use some of my ephemera, some of my chipboard. I know some of it will say the 14th, and of course I'm not using that stuff in particular, but just the love theme stuff. You know, it's great to use that up on other projects, because I don't know about anybody else, but unless you're making Valentine's Day cards, I'm not scrapping a whole scrapbook album of Valentine's Day. It's not a big deal to me. So love theme stuff works a little bit better for me. And I don't know why my cats, I got another cat in here now. I have 5 cats. So I forgot to close the door when I was doing my voiceover. And some of them are really attentive to my voice. Like if I start talking loudly or different things, they will like chirp up and come bounding in. So so that's what a few of them did. Anyway, so hopefully they'll not be too bad, because I don't want to do like 20 different voiceovers. I've been waiting so long to get this video out that I don't want to do it repeatedly. I wanted to bring in more black and white to kind of emphasize that paper that I guess I kind of covered even more with that chipboard piece, which I didn't even really think about. And like, that was the whole focus. And that happens to me so often, is I will have this one specific focus, like, love this paper, I'm going to use this paper. And then I end up covering it with embellishments and not even thinking it through. But I love that little cherry, the little cherries. And I'm using some just random Maggie Holmes gold foil stickers, just kind of sticking little phrases here and there. I want it to look haphazard. I want it to look like I just kind of threw it together, so it's not perfectly aligned or anything like that. I'm bringing in that kind of royal blue that's in my hair, that's in the chipboard, in other places. Like there's that La La Love You little banner, and that is chipboard. I'm bringing that in. I liked taking the baker's twine, my favorite baker's twine, and wrapping it around the little chipboard photo and bringing in that little black heart. And it just kind of adds little hints here and there. I happen to find these blue sequins that I've used before. I think they're from a really old Hip Kit Club kit, and I still had some. and I thought I would throw them around just to add in even more of that blue, which normally is not a color I particularly like. I mean, I don't mind it. I would never actively go out of my way to wear it or use it, but it just seems to be really working in this particular layout, especially against the teal, against the red, against that pink. It's just working out really nicely. So I really like it. I'm trying to think of a title for this without the title sounding really bad. Like, I was going to make the title like As Good As It Gets, meaning like this photo is as good as it gets. But if you were to just glance at that at that layout and read that title, it may not be a very positive title. Do you know what I mean? Like you could then go read journaling or something, but on its own, it kind of sounds like, you know, like kind of sad in a way, I guess. Like, this is as good as it gets. Not that, like, instead of it being the photo. I'm kind of rambling. I do apologize. I'm very rambly today. My mind is in a million different places right now, which is pretty typical, and I think that's pretty par the course for us creative types, is our brains are just, there's tabs open all the time. So I decided to write "Always Be My Goof." And there was another phrase that I was going to use, but I decided not to. And so I just grabbed those kind of gold ones. They were just in my stash and I thought they'd be great, but I decided to make the word goof in a different font, in a different, thicker. And that was just to A, make it stand out, but B, I wanted something bigger because if not, it was going to be very diminished just with the way that the embellishments were going. Without it, it would all be off kilter. So I thought this was a great way to do it. And I still brought in the gold sparkle because it's in other places. So I thought that this really worked out well. And then after I did it, I realized how much those circles looked like eyes. So I drew pupils in them with a Sharpie just to kind of make it even a little bit more silly. And I kind of liked how that turned out. I thought that was cute. And my finishing touch is going to be using some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in the cherry, which is a red, which matches the little cute cherries and doesn't look too much like blood. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, for staying subscribed, for following, for liking, for commenting, for everything you do. I'll see you in the next video.